Hi, it's Old Woman in the 21st Century. Welcome to my tiny kitchen. Tonight, we're going to be cooking chicken burrito bowls in the Instant Pot. I've got my vintage apron already on, so let's get cooking.
Why did you get this is really ridiculous. I have to check out like read.
Okay, for tonight's recipe, we have olive oil, long grain white rice, a half an onion and 3 cloves of garlic, a cup of corn, 2 cups of salsa, 1 cup of chicken broth, 1 15-ounce can of black beans, tablespoon of chili powder, and 4 chicken thighs cut into bite-sized pieces. And of course, the star of our show is the Instant Pot. I've gathered and prepped all the ingredients. So we're going to start by turning the Instant Pot on to saute. I'm going to set the saute for about 6 minutes. I may not need that whole time to saute the garlic and onions, but if I do need it, I'll have it. If I don't, I can always turn the Instant Pot off. All right, let's get sauteing. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of olive oil to the pot. Probably a tablespoon. That should work. Then we'll add the onion and garlic. Always like to have something like a hot pad to hold the inner pot to keep it from moving around if I have to stir while I'm sauteing. Because you're always going to have to stir while you saute. You get these all nice and cooked. Okay, I think we're ready with the onions and the garlic. They are nice and soft, and I think we're ready to continue. We're going to deglaze the bottom of the pot with a little bit of liquid. So we're going to use some of the chicken broth. So I'm just going to pour a little bit in. The Instant Pot is still on saute. And what this does is it gets if you have any burnt bits of food down at the bottom of your pot, it cleans that off when you deglaze it. So we're just gonna scrape over the bottom of the pot a few times. And that looks pretty good. Okay, I'm going to cancel the saute and we're going to go on to the next step, which is seasoning our chicken. So I've got the chicken thighs here. I'm going to sprinkle over the chili powder, and if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know we love garlic in our household. I did add a little bit more garlic, granulated garlic here. And we're gonna do a little bit of pepper and salt. And then we're gonna go ahead and mix this up. Get the chicken coated with the spices. Then we are going to add the chicken to the Instant Pot. And then we add the corn and the beans. And we're going to give everything a good stir. This is going to make, it seems like, from the volume right now, it's going to make quite a lot. I probably, for just 2 people in my tiny pot, probably should have just used 2 chicken thighs. But we'll see. Okay, so now that we have that all mixed up, we're going to add the rest of our ingredients. So we're going to add the salsa. And we're going to give that a quick stir too. Okay. Okay, now we're going to sprinkle the rice over the top. And then add the remainder of the 1 cup chicken broth. My little Instant Pot needs at least 1 cup of liquid to come to pressure, so that should do it. I'm not going to stir, I just want to kind of get the rice down into the liquid. So I'll just do that. And now we're ready to seal up the Instant Pot. So we're going to set the lid on. We're going to make sure our vent switch is to the sealed position. And then we're going to tighten the pot up. Okay, for this recipe, we're going to pressure cook for 10 minutes on high. Here we go. Okay, the Instant Pot is at pressure. It's going to cook for 10 minutes. The alarm has sounded on the Instant Pot. It is completed its cooking cycle. Now we're going to have to do a quick release. And what that means is we're going to have to push this vent button to vent. It's on seal right now. We're going to push it to vent. But because we are cooking a starchy food, being the rice, we are going to do a very controlled quick release. So we're just going to see how it's doing. And when you do a quick release, always protect your hands because that steam is boiling and it is extremely hot. You can get burned. So we're just going to do very slowly and see see if we can release a little bit of the pressure. So I'm just barely moving the lever to vent, because with a starchy food, it's very easy to have a boil over. So we're going to release very gradually here. And if we see we're getting a lot of liquid boiling out of the vent, then we're going to just stop and let it sit for about 3 to 5 minutes. So it's looking pretty good. I think I can go ahead and just do this gradually. I'm pretty sure if I was to open the vent completely and do a real quick release, that it would be boiling over. So we're just gonna do this gradually. You can see we're getting a little bit of liquid spitting out there, but it's not too tragic. So we're just gonna keep on doing this method till we get most of the pressure released. Okay, I went ahead and did the full release, the buttons on vent, and we're getting a little bit more of the pressure released out of there. And it seems like it's almost done. Okay, the button popped down. I'm gonna go ahead on the front of the Instant Pot and press cancel. That turns the Instant Pot off. And we're gonna unplug it and take a look. We're gonna open our lid and take a look at our dinner. All right, let's go ahead and have a look. There's our burrito bowls. Let's give it a stir and then serve up a bowl and see what we've got. Smells delicious. Okay, I'm gonna hold my inner pot steady and I'm going to mix all this up because remember the rice was layered on top. So here we go. Even though my Instant Pot is the smallest of the pots, I think I've probably made enough to feed like 4 to 6 people here. This is quite a bit. So let's get some out and put it in our bowl. Serve some up. This looks really yummy. And I think it'd be really good paired with, I've got some little street tacos on the side and maybe some sliced avocado, and I don't know what else could we do. We could garnish maybe with cilantro or a little side of lettuce and more fresh tomatoes. And of course, we're going to top it with some cheese. Okay, here's our yummy burrito bowl topped with Colby Jack cheese and a little street taco on the side. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Thanks for joining me again for another Instant Pot recipe. I hope you enjoyed this. Oh, there goes Blue right there. He already ate, so he's kind of leaving. I hope you enjoyed it and that you'll try it at home. Thanks again and see you next time. Bye for now. Hey, are you looking for some food? You want a burrito bowl? You want a burrito bowl?